Carnage.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. My name's Preston, and if you've been around here for a while, you know that there's really only two reasons why I'm standing out here by the trailer. Either we're working on it, or we're gonna unload something out of it. And today is the latter case. I was sitting on the porch, surfing the interwebs, drinking coffee, and one thing leads to another, and now we got what's in the trailer. So let's go pick it up and you'll see, and I'll catch you when we get back. Alright, we made it. Slowed down for the deer, but that goose wasn't so damn lucky. Alright, well I pulled her up short here just so we didn't have much lift here. Here it is. It's actually in a little better shape than I thought it was. A lot of surface rust. The bumpers are garbage, unless they were painted. You know, this is down to the metal, but not deep rust. Underneath the bed liner is beautiful. We'll do more of that later. And the only really bad spot is the bottom of this door here. But take a look inside. It's all electric doors and windows. No idea if that works. Still got the original cassette tape player. Of course, everything's broke all to shit. I'm sure that Derek would tell us what this smells like, but whew, it ain't natural, whatever it is. Headliner's garbage. This piece here is laying down here, which is awesome because neither the front nor rear metal piece is even available for purchase. So let's see if we can get this thing loaded before that gets here. Not gonna happen. Yep, that's the pedal I want right there. That's where the other one sits. David, get in out of the rain, sir.
He needs his charger.
Oh, he needs his battery.
Yeah.
Ouch! Battery. like I planned it. Perfect spot.
Just like you knew what you were doing.
Perfect spot. All right, what do we know? What did we learn? We'll try the...
It looks pretty straight down both sides.
We'll try the Brillo pad trick on the chrome. These don't look bad. The light bezels. The grill's nothing really better than the others. This door's in sad paint and shape, but it doesn't look... Gaps and everything don't look too hideous. I mean, they look hideous. They look hideous, but compared to the other three...
Yeah, the lines and stuff look pretty good on it.
In the pictures, I thought there was a dent in this door, but there doesn't appear to be. Like most of them, this corner's bent in where people have beat it against curbs and stuff. Really, really bad paint job. So I've come to the conclusion that if you own an 80s El Camino, if you were one of the first 1 or 2 owners, you painted it, and you painted it badly. Because all of them that I've got have been painted, and they've all been painted hideously. Curious to see what the chrome looks like. The bumper's the tailgate's in pretty good shape. It's not overly dished. I mean, they're meant to have some dish to them, but like that piece right there is better than what's on Sparky right now.
Oh yeah, they don't have any dings or dents.
1 or 2 little ones, but not too shabby. Let's see what the other side looks like. Oh yeah, I'm stealing those corner pieces right now. Yeah, this one's got a pretty big dent in it, but that's all right. So this is interesting. The trim up here, which on all the other cars is aluminum, either they've painted this, it's raw aluminum colored. They've either painted it or...
I bet it was pretty shitty and they painted.
Might have been. That looks kind of weird. Seals around here, those are always garbage. No kidding. The window seals are junk. These are original, I can almost guarantee it. Which is why this door filled with water and why it's rusting out the bottom, because the holes are probably filled up with who knows what. Single exhaust. I gotta open the hood. I gotta know.
Yeah.
I gotta know. The old power barn. And we'll take a peek inside here in a minute, just for giggles. So, in the fashion of vice grip, I will tell you it smells like a cross between an RV dump station and warm milk. It's gross. It's not overly gross, but there have been animules in here. So tilt wheel, cruise control, no clock in the dash. It does have temp gauges and oil pressure gauges, which were, at least in earlier years, a factory option. Still got the factory Radidio. If it weren't for the fact that this seat cushion is in pretty horrid shape, I would say even just a cover would do it, but I'm not sure a cover is gonna get that done. Might need the foam there.
Yeah,
Well,
you'd have to foam it.
here's the $1,000,000 question. How many spark plug wires are there? Oh, God damn, I hate these. No, now you know what? Was there a picture of the motor? Oh, thank goodness, it's an 8. It's an 8. The quick way that I knew right out of the bat is on a 6. This thing here is way back here. Yeah. Well, it's, you know, a full cylinder further back. So it's an 8. There's our first glimpse. Got the your favorite clamp on cord ends. It's got where's the, have they disabled the cruise control? Oh, this was different style cruise control. This cruise might accidentally work. So this vacuum canister back there is your cruise control, instead of 2 cables coming up here to the front and all that shizbangery that's on the other stuff.
What the hell's that hose over there?
That was a heater hose.
Oh, okay.
And it has obviously been eaten. Oh my God, has it? Boy, somebody loved on that. Yeah, so far at first glance, I really only see one wire down here that's been chewed on much at all. Of course, the hoses are garbage. Whatever it was that was in here liked the hoses.
Yeah, well, this one plug wire over here.
Is it eaten in half?
Oh, it's been eaten in half with a pair of dikes.
I bet you that was an animal. Get all that shit underneath.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was a dike. You're right there. I was looking at the other one down there.
Oh. Well, that's the one that goes to that, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, she's pretty grody. But it's all here. And I don't know what, oh, that was a horn rejigger. But vacuum canister here, which they moved from the other side. That's the carbon canister for the emissions. Oh, hell, it's even still got the smog pump on it. The smog pump is there, no belt, and totally seized up. Totally seized up. Yeah, this car hasn't been diddled with, it doesn't look like very much. Some sort of whiz-bangery here going on. Has something to do with the PCV stuff. Oh, no, that's that goes into the back of the pump. I got some extra stuff I can disco. Bunch more shit. It's gonna require a vacuum. What's your first thing?
First thing you're gonna have to do is buy about 100 foot of rubber hose of different sizes.
Anyways, we'll let's get her inside now that I can breathe, that I didn't buy a 6-banger, and we'll take a closer look. All right, we got her pushed in the barn. There's the original kind of a hideous 80s gold. They pulled the pad off and left all the plastic catches, and we were just sort of evaluating. First thing we're gonna do right now is take the air cleaner off and see what's under there. So let me put you on the rig here and see what comes of this. Yeah, let's just. And what's funny is the clamps aren't that old. I mean, they're stainless, I get that, but usually, you know, when they're old, the heads of the bolts will rust. And first improvement complete. All right, so I can tell you that the vents don't work inside. So this hose here should be hooked to a manifold at the back of the air cleaner. This is what controls all of the vent flappers inside. And then this goes down through the panel together, and this is the valve for the hot water. So when you through the heater core, so when you set it inside, it opens that valve and lets water flow. But those are the same exact problems that, oh, nice. Those are the same problems that Sparky has.
Yeah.
Don't see that the Mises got in here. It's not brand new, but it's not dirty. Somebody gave it a little love. The most I got out of this guy, and it's, you know, I'm sure he told me what he knew. Super nice guy, and I'll put a link to his site where he sells lots of classic old stuff. The most he knew was the guy drove it, moved to the area, I believe in Kentucky if I understood it right, parked it and didn't drive it again. But prior to that, it had been his every day. And it looked like the guy kind of took care of it. I mean, decent air cleaner. Let's just make this shit all go away. One of the things that drives me nuts is when these guys go out and do these revivals and they spend all this time working on it and there's just piles of this garbage everywhere. I hate working in a mess. So we're going to take a minute and hit that with the noisemaker and get her cleaned up. Hey, there we go. All right, we got most of that crap off of there. I've never seen so much shit connected to a carburetor in my entire life.
Yeah.
All right, we stopped, had a little lunch. I got Bud going around with a can of WD-40 or spray bottle to stop some of the squeaks. I hate it when doors and hinges squeak. So we've identified two things Preston can't stand: a lack of vacuuming and squeaky doors. So what we found in here is almost all the wires were chewed in half, were broken. I cut none of these. These were all of these were just gonzo. And there appears to be two different kinds. There was straight boots and there was right angle boots. These appear to be newer. You can still see the printing on it, the AC Delco. So these actually, there's a couple of places where these are the only ones that'll go in. So that's what I'll replace them with. Something I've never seen before and didn't expect here, and that is this distributor is not of the HEI style. It's some other magic flandango of a coil sitting separate. Probably just, well, I know I will. Try it the way it is for now. So, got all the spark plug wires off but one. Oh, the other thing I noticed was this plastic piece down here for the smog. This is all melted off, which it's all disconnected anyways and discombobulated and really not caring. I just have to plug all the vacuum leaks and stuff before we even bother trying to start it, even with all this computer controlled garbage on it. Only a few wires that are going to need to be just isolated. I'm not going to say repaired, but isolated, and some hoses. So let's crawl underneath and see what it looks like there. Now, looky, eggs and cookies. So these were, maybe they were factory in 87, which that's the year of this car, 87. But I think I might have to take those and put them on the blue car, Sparky at the least. But I don't have these on the blue car, and that's about the only rigidity piece I don't have. Motor mounts are in better shape than any other car I've got. All kinds of garbage down here, really not a lot to look at. Some surface rust. Floor pan on the driver's side is immaculate. Oh, get out of town. But if I was a betting man, I would have told you that there were no floor pans under this car just because how much time it's... Ow, son of a bitch. How much time it's spent outside. Mm-hmm. But unless they're rusted through from the top, they look great. The driver's side is perfect underneath. Frame's not bad, like I said, just is what it is. Let's see. This is a metric to count the bolts and stuff. This is a different transmission than what's in the other cars, because the other cars are very much a rectangle. So we'll have to count the bolts on this one and figure out what it is. It's got a drive shaft. Tail shaft on transmission appears to be leaking like a sieve. No surprise there. I would have expected more things leaking. Little rust back here on the surface rust on the back floor pan. This would have been on the sedan where your feet go, so that's under the smuggler's chest. Nothing on the driver's side. Surface rust on the frame. Continuing back. We'll get to that in a minute. The exhaust is actually in pretty good shape. Appears to have been repaired at one time or another, but that'll definitely work. The differential is covered in a protective coating of oil, so I'm sure it's empty, just like it was on Sparky. Somebody put some Gabriel shocks on it at one point or another. Pretty sure that shouldn't be oily. The back drinker's side wheel cylinder is, I don't know if leaking is a strong enough term, because you didn't hit the brakes, did you?
Nope.
So, yeah, I don't know. That's pretty gnarly. And then I kind of get stuck back here, but muffler's in good shape. Even has half a muffler mount. And if I get back there closer, it'd be helpful without dragging myself through the muffler. You guys dizzy yet? Frame rails are in good shape all the way to the back. So from the underside of this car, she's pretty skookum. Boy, that's bent around in a weird direction, isn't it? Oh yeah. Man, look at that. That ain't bad at all.
No.
Look like it's freshly changed. No water in it. Smells a little bit like gasoline. But I'd say that's pretty all right. Oh, come on now, behave. I see why you were having the problem.
Yeah.
This thing's in there in such a weird contorted. There's an S-shaped bend in it.
Yeah.
Let's see what the motivation maker does. Huh? It's red. It's plenty full. It didn't even burn. Guy might have taken pretty good care of it until he parked it. And that was where the care and feeding ended.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's no water in it because, well, no water in it. Let's see if she turns over. Oh yeah, she's turning. All right, well, that's saucy. All right, so I discovered while editing the video on making Mother Goose Run that I had missed a big chunk of it. I just didn't record it, so let me get in here and show you. I've replaced the heater hoses, gotten those in there new. They were all eaten up as you saw in the video. Got it to spit and sputter a little bit, and then it started running. At some point I realized that I was running out of fuel. We did wind up adding a little bit of gas to the main tank on this, and it drew from that, so all good there. And other than that, we're good to go. So back to me test running it. Massive exhaust loop. Well, let's let her stop there. We haven't checked the water yet. Whew. That is gonna burn a ton of garbage off of there. Yeah, we seem to have a sizzle. Those are walnut shells down in there burning, or whatever those nuts were burning off. Yeah, that's brutal. All right, well, we got oil pressure. We either have an empty tank. No, I'm going with empty tank. If we check the water, we'll have to look a little closer here. Holy smokes, is that full of garbage. I bet you the tank's empty. At $5.50 a gallon, or $5 a gallon, whatever it is. Not too sure I want to pour any in that tank. But hey, how else are we gonna know? No kidding, it ain't dry. Well, that's surprising. Judging by the way it sounded, I'm gonna guess the fuel tank was empty. Let me see if I can blow some more garbage out of here that's burning. Give her a little more. I wonder if that little screen filter in the side of the carburetor is plugged up too. We'll find out. All right. See what happens. Gallop. All right, one more time. Picking up enough fuel. It's running on its own. But I can see it pulling vapor through from the tank, and then it pulls some real fuel, some liquid, and then vapor. Right now it's just vapor and it's barely running. Here comes the fuel. Yeah, here comes a little flash of fuel. 14 volts, it's charging. Man, that's loud. Well, before I asphyxiate myself, I think we're gonna call that success. Man, I gotta get out of that smell. I can give me a headache already. All right, well, that is gonna be enough for this video. It runs. I haven't checked to see if it goes in or out of gear, so I don't know if I can drive it into the other barn and ignore it for a while. And I didn't look to see if it's got anywhere near warm enough to circulate water. So that, again, is for another day. What is all over this lens? Welding spatter. Anyways, we're going to call it good. Well, let's call it a success. I'm going to disconnect the battery. I've got it on with that special, extra special clampage. But I'll look around for some more vacuum leaks. I think if left to my own devices, the number one thing I'd do is find that nasty exhaust leak, which is definitely on this side, and get it fixed. Other than that, a little bit of work. I probably put a little more gas in it now that I know it runs and it'll draw on it. I don't feel so bad about dumping in a gold mine of fuel. Get a tire put on this wheel, or maybe on all four. Dang, I've only got 2 caps. I need to do this proper. I got a couple more caps. So anyways, let's leave it for now. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time we play with this thing. It needs a name. Damp, moist, goose. Those are all things that have come up. Nothing's really sticking yet. Help me out if you got an idea. Put it in the comments. Later. Couldn't help but try it. It's got a metal cap on it. Must be a factory. I can feel the air on my ankles. Let's go with not so much. Nah. See you next time.